there, and welcome to another Dave Does video, and today we're checking out a Patreon request from Charlie Boy, Chili, and you've requested me to check out In Flames and Clayman. I don't know why I keep doing that. I don't know why I do that for Charlie Boy. You've asked me to check out the title track Clayman off of In Flames album Clayman. I know that this came after, what was it, Colony we talked about, I've mentioned in the previous video, I've just done all about this. So Colony, I really liked the album when we checked this one out. So I'm looking forward to it. I've just done Another Day in Quick Sound, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, if you haven't watched that reaction video, go check that one out. Wherever that came out, I have no idea, but we're going to go check out this title track. So let's see if this is as good as the last song I did on the album. Here we go, let's go. Chuggy. That's another one. Some cool riffs in this track. I need someone to break the silence before it all falls apart. I need something to cling on to before I break you apart. There we go, so In Flames and Clayman. So, first thought it came from my head as soon as it kicked in was like, I'm not... Is this the first song of the album or later in? I don't know. If this was the first song of the album, I'm not sure if I'd be as keen on the album, because I liked it when it kicked in about a minute and a half in, and there was more kind of riff laden rather than just going for aggression straight off the bat. But I like the track as a whole, so I do like the track as a whole. It was just that initial kind of first thing, title track. I'm always after. Oh, I'm interested to know if the band goes down one route or another. So they've obviously gone for intensity off the bat with a little bit of speed, a little bit of thrashiness in there. some double kick work. Some bands go down the route of the epic, which I quite like when they kind of give you this build up to launch into something. So I was always kind of intrigued to see how they went with it. But I really like the track. So far, what I've heard of this album is really cool. It's the sort of album I'd like. Great melody in there. The 2 tracks I've heard off this album so far have been very riff laden. I do like good riff rather than just being all over the place for the sake of it. And there hasn't been any excessive soloing in there, which is great. Solos that just go on and on for the sake of soloing are not great or not very good. So yeah, I've enjoyed it so far. And the length of the song was 3.5 minutes. Works completely fine with me. If it was going any longer than that, you'd be looking for some sort of breakdown maybe to sort of give you a chance on the song. But let's have a look at the lyrics. Your self-control makes me feel alone. I've tried confidence, had it for breakfast today. I've lost the perfection and mess without words, and as the seasons change, I'll continue to ignore the image I project. Me without me, the picture that I scanned is borrowed. In Flames' lyrics are very odd. Do you know what? Actually, all melodic death metal bands have some really strange lyrics. It's almost like they've been written in a different language and then basically translated and been translated really badly. Okay, so let's try and break this down into a little bit more, because I'm going to have to do it line by line. Your self-control makes me feel alone. So it doesn't feel like you're part of something and someone else is basically dictating what's happening. I've tried confidence, had it for breakfast today. So you've tried to consume, tried to get some confidence, but it's not something that is natural from within. I've lost the perfection, a mess without words. But how does that tie in with the confidence bit? Is it that you've got to portray this perfection element? You've been moulded, so maybe that's where the Clayman title comes from. So you've been moulded by someone else, and you're now a mess without words. As the seasons change, I'll continue. I'll continue to ignore what though? Maybe to ignore the image I project. Me without me. So you're pretending to be a certain thing for some other people. So you're this Clayman. You've been moulded. You're being perceived as something, but it's not really you. It's you, i.e. me, without actually being me. So people look at you and they say, that's so and so, but actually inside you're like, this is not the person I actually am. The picture that I scanned is borrowed. So you're pretend. So this could relate to being someone else, and that you've taken the idea of what someone else looks like, and you've decided to be that person. And that's what you're trying to put this persona on, maybe. I think we're getting there. Okay, after the education, you stopped making sense to me. So, what sense? Who? Is it a person? It feels like they're referring to a person. Versus, so someone taught you, someone's moulded you like clay, and then you no longer make sense, and this doesn't seem to be the right thing. You've become this person that you don't want to be anymore. Seems to me that it's all the same time and time again. Fairly self-explanatory, that one. Slowly, all that I believed in turning into a lie, to aim and miss. So you've been moulded, you've been guided. So this could be quite political. This could be from a political sense. You've been moulded to be a certain way. You believed in something and actually realise that it's all fabrication, it's all nonsense. Spending too much time with myself trying to explain who I am. How come it's possible? I wish there was a way. I feel so invincible. I'm the sculpture made out of clay. Problem is, you fit that line. I feel so invincible. I'm the sculpture made out of clay. But the clay is very moldable. It's very movable. It's not very permanent. If you want to feel invincible, you'd be a sculpture made out of steel. But I need someone to break the silence before it all falls apart. I need something to cling on to before I break you in parts. Why are you going to break them? If you're the person made out of clay, would you break into parts? So afraid of what you may think and all the plastic people that surrounds me, I have to find a path to where it all begins, to teach the world my supernatural art. What? Supernatural art? Why has suddenly we've gone supernatural in this? I know he mentions that line to aim and miss my supernatural art. Where's the supernatural bit come from? So are we talking now suddenly some mystical thing going on here? I always try to get lyrics and kind of bed them into some sort of context or real world context. When you start throwing in supernatural things, then you're like, well, are we kind of looking broader span? I just thought I was getting my hang on In Flames lyrics, but I guess I'm not. Alright. I don't know, let me know in the comments down below what the song's about. It's always intriguing to find people give their comments. But if you like this video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share, and that of course is how Dave does it.